we got to show you what's been going on with Brothers in Cursive. And remember, the show is put on by Brian Redban. And for the last year, I've been going, how does Brian Redban get away with this nasty audio and video? But let's talk about the audio. We played you some of his shows that sounded, they were more distorted than when I pull out the bullhorn that Mark Studebaker sent me. They're more distorted than a police walkie-talkie. I mean, they sound like a CB radio from when I was 10. Remember, you'd get on the CB, hey, you fucking truckers, you fucking... And the trucker would go, who is this? I'm calling the cops. Remember that? You'd get a CB radio when you were a kid. You'd find the trucker channel, and you'd go, attention all truckers, you're fucking... And then you and your friend would hide in the corner, and the trucker would be like, we're calling the cops! And you'd sit there, and you'd actually go, I think they might... I hope my mom doesn't find out. And then you'd realize, you can't trace CB radio waves. What are you going to do? Trace the waves back to my house? That never fucking happened. So truckers are liars. But it sounded like that Brian Redban's audio has been getting worse and worse to the point where now it's almost as if it's a troll, but it's not. Let me show you some of Brian Redban's audio. From the latest Kill Tony. Remember, Brian Redban is producing a series of shows now. Brothers in Cursive. Dead Air with Brian Holtzman. Remember Brian? And I love Brian Holtzman. I really do. The Kill Tony show. And this clip is from Kill Tony. But the audio on all the shows, no matter where he films them, in a barn, on a yarn, in a boat, on a moat, on a pedal, on a metal, doesn't matter where he films them, this audio is getting worse and worse to the point where I got to show you the latest episode of Kill Tony. Look at this. Redban is trolling. You got no idea what you're talking about. You don't troll. Imagine if my troll was to mess up the audio on the show and just keep it shitty for 6 years. What kind of troll is that? Let me play you this. This is the latest episode of Kill Tony. Listen to this show. This is on Kill Tony's real page. Big show, 59,000 people listening. Listen to what it sounds like. Here we go. This is real. I'm not raising the volume. This is their volume. This is normal volume. Hold on. Comes. I'm not touching the dial. Watch. Watch this.
Hey, this is Redban coming to you live from the Red Famous Comedy Store main room for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Get off our Tony Hinchcliffe!
All right. My volume is low. You could see my waveform. If you even look back my waveform is even under what it is. I'm 5 dB under normal. This is fucking real. This is their show.
Oh, that took my breath away.
This is unacceptable. Even if you lower the volume all the way. Here, watch this. I'm lowering my fader all the way. Listen to this.
You can see it happening.
Listen, my fader, you've never seen it lower than that. Watch. It even sounds worse lower. Here, I'll pop it up a little bit more. This is the actual audio. Here we go.
It's Comedy Store main room for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Get off our Tony Hinchcliffe!
Right. This is not a one-time accident. This is on every show, and it's escalating.
What am I, lay in bed at night and dream about stupid shit to stay on a podcast?
A lot of hosts do. They think, I will put that in my show. And then
I'll manufacture something.
No, it's not
manufacture
you
something.
You will put something so together. Items, I heard this on the radio. Oh, that's interesting.
To the point where it's like, so he'll put out a show, it sounds like this. Tomorrow, it'll sound so staticky that you leave your soul. It's like a ego death, and then you're in a void. It's not even music or sound anymore, but let's see what happens. Let's see what really happens.
Wow! What an eruption! You guys excited? We're here. It's Monday night. It's Kill Tony. Brian Redban is here. Hi. Ladies and gentlemen. The great Ryan J. Ebelt is already drawing tonight's episode. While you all sit there doing nothing, he draws the episode right there, live, with a blank sheet of paper in front of him. All those prints are available at RyanJEbelt.com, including all the Kill Tony posters and including...
So the only reason it's lower is because he's talking lower. Now, again, this is Brian... Somebody says it. This is Brian Redban's single responsibility. This is why they come to Redban. Redban knows how to produce podcasts. Really, does he? Every show he does is like this. Brian Holtzman's The Brothers in Cursive. So people started reaching out to the brothers, to Brian Holtzman, to Tony, and Brian Redban himself.
Redban's ghost.
People reach out to Brian Redban and they go, hey, your audio's shit. Please fix it. And he goes, I just listened to it. The audio's fine. You're trolling. Fuck off. And he's been saying this for years to people. We have proof of it. We have screenshots. Brian Redban is convinced. He's wearing headphones. He's listening to this. He's watching it back. He can't hear the difference. He listens to this and people go, dude, the audio's fucked. And he goes, fuck off, troll. Blocks him.
Does he have like tinnitus?
I don't know what's going on with him. He's literally calling people trolls and to fuck off because they complain about this audio. I can't even imagine having a single listener if my audio was like this. So that says a lot about Tony.
How do people watch his shows?
I don't know. I wonder if they're all Joey Diaz shit stomping people. They can't hear it either. They just think this. They don't know. They can't differentiate this stuff. It blows my mind. So we go to the Brothers in Cursive. Let's take a listen to their newest episode. Here it is on DeathSquad TV, the Brothers in Cursive, in a whole different environment.
Are we really brothers?
This is a different audio setup. It's a different studio, different microphones, different mixers, but produced by Brian Redban.
Brothers in Cursive.
Are we really brothers?
Brothers in Cursive.
Brothers in Cursive.
Cursive.
William Montgomery. Brothers
David Duke.
Brothers in Cursive.
Hey, this is Redban coming to you live from DeathSquad Studios for a brand new episode of Brothers in Cursive. We got David Lucas and William Montgomery here.
Yeah, and we got the great Duncan Trussell. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
man. Used to be the talent coordinator.
And
at,
this isn't as bad as Holtzman's show that we showed you the other day, remember? It was like, hey, everybody, welcome to Brian Holtzman's show. Here's the Brothers in Cursive. And people have been reaching out to David Lucas because David Lucas is actually legit, like I said. They've been reaching out. They go, David, we love you. We love the show, but you got to tell Redban to fix that dang audio. It's unlistenable. And he goes,
I'll take care of it. I want to have a professional product.
and he believes it. He listens to everybody. We're going to show you a clip. Redban mentions Redbar on the recent Brothers in Cursive, or after the recent. Okay, so this is after the show. It's a live stream of David Lucas, but he's in the DeathSquad studio. The show just ended, and David Lucas is live streaming. Let's see what he says.
On that one.
No, there's just trolls, dude. The problem is that there's a guy named...
Okay, look at this. David Lucas. I think he's asking Redban. He's going,
People are saying that the audio's fucked. Yo, Redban, people are saying the audio's fucked.
and then you could hear Redban off screen go, bitchy. And listen to what Redban says to David Lucas after David goes,
Everyone in the chat saying the audio's fucked.
On that one.
No, there's just trolls, dude. The problem is that there's a guy named Redbar, and he's like a huge troll, and he hates all like Andrew Santino, Chris Lee, and all the crap. So anytime one of us does the show, he has all his villains just come in and just be like, "The audio's fucked up. There's no video." And they're just trolling.
Cause I'm like, who are all these people?
he's trying to blame the audio that I just showed you on trolling. Now we are trolling, but the audio still is. I mean, just put on a pair of... You don't even need headphones. Listen to it on any device that plays sound, and you should be able to hear. Just simply listen back. And he's going to blame that bad audio on trolling? When I first heard this, I go, this should almost be something where I could involve the police.
I know.
I feel like we should bring this to the Supreme Court. Like, there should be he should be arrested for this at this point. Everyone's outraged. This is offensive, they're saying. What a lying ass. Lying to our David Luke, that's what they're saying. I'm just repeating my chat. I'm a parrot. Here, no one said that in our chat. Listen to this.
No, there's just trolls, dude. The problem is that there's a guy named Redbar, and he's like a huge troll.
The audio on David Lucas's Periscope is better than the audio you're hearing in Redban's brand new studio where he monitors it and plays.
This guy reviews tech products on YouTube.
I mean, Redban needs to seriously be put in one of those Trump camps for the Really? I used to think, no, Redban's pretty nice. He's just stupid.
Up until like last week.
But now he blatantly lies, saying we're just trolling. I mean, we're doing a significant amount of trolling, but the audio is not one of those trolls. Listen to this.
No, there's just trolls, dude. The problem is that there's a guy named Redbar, and he's like a huge troll, and he hates all like Andrew Santino, Chris D'Elia, and all the crap. So many times one of us does the show, he has all his villains just come on and just be like, the audio's fucked up, there's no video, like, and they're just trolling.
It's all true. It's always true, and we're helping you. Hey, don't fix the audio. It's better for us. Make everybody think you're disgusting and stupid. Go. I mean, we don't care. But we want the audio to be fixed because we can't barely hear this stuff. It's hard to play this stuff to fools watch it. What if he's doing it on purpose so that I limit my fools watching of him on the show? No, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Look at David Lucas.
Not as crazy as pretending it doesn't exist at all.
Let's hear some more.
Who are all these people that
Because I'm watching it, and then there's like people going.
Oh, that's where it ends. Back to the bad audio. Here is a message or some group chat, and we're gonna hear from David Lucas. Listen to this. I wear headphones to listen at work, and that was rough. Jay Rose says, David Lucas, just being straight, you listen for yourself, and I bet you any amount of money that lazy ass would have tried something different. I don't know what that means. They're complaining about the audio to David Lucas. That's what this screenshot is here to prove. And David Lucas responds, and he says,
I hear you all. I want to make a great product for you. I will make sure he hears me.
Talking about Redban. And then we listen to Redban, and Redban says, no, they're all trolls. So, right after all this happened, I get in contact with Brian Holtzman. Right around the same time. So Redban is so sick of this shit. He's calling it trolling. He's so sick of the trolls, complaining about the audio. I message Brian Holtzman. I say, Brian Holtzman, love your new podcast. But have you watched it back? The audio is heavily distorted on every episode and nearly unlistenable. We brought this up to Redban several times, and he tells us to fuck off and that it's fine. Please go watch it back on YouTube and see for yourself. You'd be getting 10 times the views if Brian knew what he was doing. And Holtzman, this nice man, goes, Redbar Radio, I will pass it on to Redban. Thanks, buddy. Wow. So now Redban the next day has got to hear it from Brian Holtzman. Hey, I got some people saying the audio's bad. I replied to him. I said, you know what? You're an inspiration. He hit like on that fucking thing. I don't know why I'm locking him up.
How do you know a person from a troll from a regular person?
I only know people at the DMZ.
The references. Yeah. References. Yeah.
And they just like to just talk to
there's this guy named Redbar, and he's just like a hater. And all he does is his podcast is just watching other people's podcasts and just talking shit about them.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've met him once, I think. He was a nice guy, but all he does is just trash all our friends. Like, every comic we know.
Me, Santino.
Oh, Santino.
Hinchcliffe.
I think Santino's about to go there and just murder him, you know. But
yeah, he's from the same city he lives in.
Yeah.
I met the dude too. I met him like 10 years ago.
Oh, you know this character witness?
Well, no, this is one of his fans.
Yeah.
So I met him like 10 years ago. I did comedy at his comedy, and spent like the whole weekend hanging out with the dude. And he was like, yeah, nice, friendly, fun, and then
just out of nowhere just turns
on everybody.
That's how he makes money.
Here's one for you, Esther.